Yeah, we've got a transmission coming in.
10-4.
Yeah, Brian, it's looking more and more like the Arizona Coyotes of the National Hockey League will be relocating to Utah next season.
Players and management has been told they are on their way. They will play next season in Salt Lake City.
The state is a sports state, which leads me to this.
Yes, it is. Welcome in live to the Delta Center. It is time to meet Utah's NHL franchise.
I'll answer it for him for the umpteenth time.
What?
That's right. Welcome back to the Puck Drop Podcast, episode number 3. I am Cole, the NHL Music Man Chapman. I'm here with Destin Edgington, Lieutenant Dangle D, up in the house. Destin, what's up? What are we talking about tonight?
We got so much again to unpack.
We have just...
There's so much to
It's
unpack.
ridiculous.
You know what? First and foremost, I really want to dive into, if possible... I'm going to make eye contact here in a second, but the segment of who's trying to steal our vibe.
I mean,
I want to throw it out there.
Well,
we're on 3, dude.
yeah.
They
I
haven't
mean,
dropped
by the
any.
time we get all this settled, all I'm gonna say is
It really
on that.
chaps my butt cheeks.
All
is
I'm
what
gonna say on that subject.
Hey,
is,
I had to be fair right there, but it really chaps my butt cheeks.
Well, all I'm gonna say is that this is the only podcast
I know.
called the Puck Drop.
Don't get it twisted, sister.
Don't get it twisted. We are the owners of it. We own the websites. We own the name. We own the socials. That's
come
the
a
only
long
name.
way.
And
So-
you know what? We'll let our fans speculate what we're talking about here.
Well, for
But-
whoever's watching this that's trying to steal our thunder, we are lightning.
We are lightning.
There can only be one highlight.
There can only be one. There can only be one puck drop.
Yeah. So get out of my butt.
I mean, in all fairness, the guys are probably professional. They probably may not even know that they're trying to steal our thunder. You know what I mean?
Well, in all
We don't know that. We don't know that. We're not going to speculate any of that.
And you're not wrong. And I agree with
Yes.
the speculation. But at the same time, I'm still calling you out because you're a hockey player. So nice
Yep.
try, buddy.
But here we are, the
Anyway,
Puck Drop Podcast, the one and only Utah Puck Drop Podcast, and here we are. We are talking about the Utah Hockey Club and everything that comes with it, and everything that happens in Utah, and beyond. Right? We've got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. The Stanley Cup. Let's just dive into it. Dive into it. I feel like that's like our motto.
What do you got? I want to know.
I told you. I think I
know.
told you in episode either 1 or 2 that I just wanted it to go to Game 7.
And you did.
I did.
You did.
I think I did.
You nailed that.
If I didn't say it on camera, I said it, elsewhere.
And if I'm being completely honest with you, like I definitely did not expect that.
No,
When you're
I
up
don't think
3-0
anybody did.
When you're up 3-0 in a series, right?
And you lose 3 straight.
You might go there, they might win 1. We had this conversation constantly, and I was like, I don't know, I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
But to take it, and in all regard, like I'm glad they went to 7.
It's so good.
And I know you wanted it to go to 7. In all fairness, I wanted hockey to keep going.
They always say that there's no better 2 words in sports than Game 7.
Well, absolute. Growing up,
You
like
just
even,
can't go wrong with it.
Who was it? Connor McDavid.
It's
McDavid.
win or go
No,
home.
Well,
right?
there was a thing that was thrown
Yeah.
out, like Connor McDavid playing shinny hockey. And if you don't know shinny hockey,
Shitty?
if you know shinny,
shinny. With an
so
N?
like shinny hockey, you're playing hockey on your
So
knees.
like Black Hawks with an H.
Nope,
You're
not
talking
even
about
close.
shinny.
Not
with
even
a-
close.
With a
You're not
N.
even relevant. Not even relevant, actually. So, hockey for dummies. Here we go again. So it's like you're traveling in a hotel room,
Yeah.
right? And you got mini hockey sticks.
Yeah.
And you got mini hockey nets.
Oh, okay.
The lifestyle of anybody
Yeah.
hockey. I mean, you'll understand that as we
Gotcha.
get going.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But,
I'm just a music guy.
Well, in regard, like,
But we're gonna get there.
well, and I'm going to explain this too because we're on that. So it's one of those things where like you've got little mini hockey sticks, right? There's one probably floating around right here.
Yep.
Somewhere.
Right there.
Yep, right there.
Looking good.
you know, back in the day, you would literally take this plastic tiny little stick right here, and you would put it in boiling water, and you could create your own curve.
Oh, okay.
And you could get your own, like, what do I want to
your own
feel?
curve.
What
Yeah,
do I want to
right,
feel?
right.
Like, you know, and have fun with it in the hallways till you get kicked out of hotel rooms,
Fun.
like breaking windows and, you know, causing mischief, and you're in the pool too long, and then you got the hotel staff coming to yell at you, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So,
That happens.
it's a
I've been yelled
it's
at
a
many
camar-
hotel staffs.
It's a camaraderie. Well, we're not going to go into that. He is the music man, so we don't want to go in that.
Good stuff,
touch that. Yeah.
But, I mean, let's talk about the Stanley Cup. So, it did go to Game 7.
I know.
And that's all I wanted, right? Because,
Well-
one, my team prior to Utah was the Vegas Golden Knights. They weren't in it, obviously. So when it comes down to a team that I don't really care about, it's like I just wanted to go to Game 7, and it did.
Right.
And holy cow, like Connor McDavid,
He's a
the
beast.
guy, he's incredible. He did a lot of work. He didn't have in Game 6 and Game 7. I don't think he scored a goal in Game 6 or 7. So to be fair, right? However, the previous two games, Game 5 and 4, he scored. Was it 4 goals?
I think he was 8 points total.
Yeah.
I believe. 8.
He scored 4 goals in Game 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Which, you know.
Well, and that's another toss-up. It's like I love to see the goalies perform and do well. And Bobrovsky's getting older. Like, I don't know how many more, you know, this is his 14th year.
Yeah.
And we've got lined up with that, with what we've talked about, right?
Yep.
So it's one of those things, it's like, it's kind of one of those, like, you really want to see the goalies do well because it takes 5 people, again, to get to that, to the goalie, right?
Yeah.
And that died off. And then he didn't do as well as he should
Yeah.
have. I mean, or could have, not should have, because there's no.
I mean-
we want goalies to not have pressure. I
Yeah.
promise. Like,
well, and,
like they
and speaking
deserve
of,
more. They
Speaking
deserve
of
more.
pressure, right? So the goalies, I feel like, can only do so much when there's like when there's a long slap shot coming at them or a long, you know. They are in charge at that point. But man, when it gets right in front of the goal,
and it's a scramble
and
there's
scrambles
just-
start
yeah.
happening, you can't blame the goalie.
No,
There's
well,
just no way. There's no way.
You know
I mean,
what? You know,
there's
and,
other.
hey,
There's
and in the slang term of hockey reference, like you never blame the goalie.
no.
You don't.
It's
Because,
all
like I
about
said,
defense in the front of the
Like,
net.
well, you've got it, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Things happen.
Yeah.
But you still don't. It's
But
just, it's
Game
it's
7,
it's that respect. It's
Yeah,
that respect.
Game 7, Bob did actually have. There was a lot of scrambles in front of the net
Dude,
that
I'm
he
telling you,
still
Rob-
saved.
Rob
so
Bosky.
so man,
Rob
yeah,
Bosky.
good job.
Rob Bosky.
Congrats to the
Not-
Florida Panthers. That was
It's not Sergei Bobrovsky. It's Rob Bosky.
Bosky.
He's a dope.
But
Dope.
you know what? Congrats to the Panthers. That was epic. It was
I know
one of the
you were-
biggest games that they've talked about. In I mean, I've got satellite radio in my truck, and I hear all the talk and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they were saying that it was one of the biggest games in the last 30 years.
Oh yeah. Well,
Game 7 Stanley Cup.
Considering 30 years, the Panthers just won it
Yeah.
for the first time
Yeah.
in their 30-year tenure.
Yeah.
Of
And you know what?
being
I'm
in
not
the
too
NHL.
mad about it. Like we said in episode 1, or like I said in episode 1, I'm a Miami Dolphins fan.
I'm sorry.
So Florida.
I'm gonna still say
when me and my brother were like starting to get into hockey, we actually speculated. We're like, well, should we just go with the Florida Panthers because they're in Florida with Miami? And I was like, nah. And so we waited around.
So who's
and
your
then-
team aside from? Who's your team before now we have?
Well, Vegas.
I'm sorry.
I already told you that.
I'm sorry again.
But
I'm
other
just gonna
than
keep saying that.
Vegas, it's not even it's not even like teams. It's players. I follow players. I like good players. Connor McDavid,
Can
obviously.
I call you out?
Top of the
Can
line.
I call you out?
There's a lot of
Can I call you out?
Draisaitl.
Can you
Call me out.
name 3 players from the Knights?
Jonathan Marchessault. You're gonna call me out.
I'm sorry. That's why I'm having
Well,
you ask.
I'm under pressure right
That's
now.
why I'm having you
I'm
ask the
under
question.
pressure right now, and they haven't played in like 3 months. Like
I know, but hey, that's why we're here.
I got Marshy.
Don't hurt yourself.
Dude, you're killing me. I can do it. I know I can do it.
Let's carry on and then come back to that.
Yeah. They're just,
and I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying.
well,
That's why we're here.
The names are so complicated.
That's why we're here. Yep.
God, you got my glasses fogging up.
I told you to wrap some tape, dog. They did it for a reason. Especially when they're sharpening the old mitt.
Yeah.
The old bib.
So McDavid got the what's the trophy called? The
Conn Smythe.
Colin Smythe
Is
trophy.
that Conn Smythe?
Yes.
Conn Smythe trophy. Yeah.
There's a lot of hate going around it, and you saw it after the game was over, right?
I saw, and
there's a lot of people booing.
Absolute.
And I didn't understand why, because he put up numbers that were defending like Wayne Gretzky. He was competing with Wayne Gretzky in a Stanley Cup playoff run, but. And I was like, why are people mad about that? And then, so I listened to the NHL Network on my satellite radio the next day. And this guy actually laid it out properly. And it made me understand why it probably shouldn't have. So it's only happened 6 times in NHL history.
Absolutely.
I'll let you know that.
For the goalie to not get it, yes.
6 times total. There's been 2 goalies that have gotten it.
Well, and not only that, like, you got to consider, like, I'm going to dive in before you even explain anything interpreted from what you've heard, right? Connor McDavid is probably the best, absolutely the best. And I'm not an Oiler fan, but you got to give credit where credit is due. Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, absolute beast, unmatched, his speed, his agility, skating. His everything. I mean, just the quickness to be able to move without the puck and with the puck is unmatched. It's unmatched. You can't take away from that.
No.
Breaking records from back in the Gretzky days, and now this might offend a lot of people, but I'm not here to offend anybody other than my language sometimes, excuse me. But I'm telling you right now, like, you got Gretzky. Back when he grew up, like, the goaltending, the atmosphere, like, you could shoot from dang near the goal line to goal line and score. You know, like, it was just.
And we were talking about this during
and that was
7.
obviously broad, but no, that's facts. It's just one of those things where, like, today's day and age, being where he's at and what he's accomplished and what he's going to do further is unmatched. I mean, the guy's a beast.
I think maybe the NHL should just maybe go about it a little bit differently. You know, give it away.
But that's why.
It's like politics. Timing. It could go down to something as simple as timing.
That's NHL politics. So
I agree.
Bringing it back to that, you know, you get, and exactly like what we're talking, you get a lot of people that are over here pissed about, oh, well, why didn't he come out and accept that trophy?
Because it's a participation award at that point.
No, not entirely, not even close.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just quoting satellite radio.
Well, and they can
puck off.
Yes, absolutely. PUCK for the ladies and gentlemen out there. But no, in all regard to that though, it's like you have so much emotion in the game, right? That is your livelihood. I mean,
they're there to win the Stanley Cup. Yes. They don't care about any of the other awards.
And to go out and accept an award as a leader
after you just lost,
as a leader, after you
just lost.
Nah.
So
I'm going to go in there. I'm going to talk to my team. I'm going to be like, you know what? Let's build up for next year. Let's see where we're going.
Yeah. So you actually just nailed it. So
like,
this is exactly.
We're not there to just go out and accept shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Apologies.
So again, this is exactly what I was like about to go down the rabbit hole of. But like the Colin Smythe Award, why not just give it away? If we're going to stick to this platform of anybody can win it, why not give it away mid-season or midway? No, I'm sorry, midway through the off season, not after the Stanley Cup has won.
Well, it's,
you know what I mean.
The
or they need to just do whoever wins it is on the winning team.
No, that's That's not how that works.
Well, the losing team, the guy,
No.
they don't care about it.
But that's the thing, is it's an award. It's not a trophy.
Okay,
There's differences.
true.
He had won that award because he's obviously clearly
Yeah.
breaking records, doing
Yeah.
what he's doing.
But that's why I'm
But
saying like timing could
that's
be
an award.
could be a little bit different.
I mean, I think
like
I
after
think they should host a separate ceremony.
yeah,
like in
that's
the,
what I'm saying.
in
like a
Edmonton.
week after or during
Yeah.
the draft. During the draft.
or just after, or just when time
Yeah.
didn't fit, right?
During the draft,
to
which
host
is-
that
which is
trophy for
a
him.
week after the Stanley
and,
Cup.
and not
Why
necessarily
not?
like a huge ceremony, but just something to get
Yeah.
credit. Because honestly, like,
And they'll be there and they'll accept it.
I mean, I've been through wins, I've been through losses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
On the
it's
ice
just, it's
after
so
a
emotional.
loss,
It's so emotional, dude. You have no
you
idea.
can't do
You're-
that. And
No.
and I agree.
And I wouldn't.
I
have-
agree.
To be honest with you, whoever's watching this, I apologize, but I wouldn't have accepted it either.
I-
When you're
yeah,
a leader,
I
you're gonna go
agree
take
as
care
well.
of your team.
Yep.
Bottom line.
Do I think Connor McDavid deserved it?
Yes,
Absolutely.
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 Without a doubt,
That
yes.
guy deserved that
Yes.
that award
and-
100%. It's just they may have, and for the past, 50 years or whatever,
Well-
they may have been going about it the wrong way.
Well, and I went Panthers, and then you went Edmonton, right?
Yep. If
And-
you watched our
Yeah,
our little
and
video
so
we
it was
posted
kind
on
of-
social media.
It was kind of one of those things where like it got to the point where I was literally like, it's a hard pull.
Yeah.
Like I want to see.
There's too many good players.
Yeah,
that-
I
that
want to
just
see
deserve the
Bob
cup.
win. I want to see
Yeah.
Kachuk. I want to see just a lot of people that deserve it. I mean, to an extent, like
Yeah.
Kachuk's kind of a bruiser, but
So
at the same time, like McDavid, to create history and continuously create it, like over Gretzky.
he's incredible.
Gretzky can lick him and go, but it's a new time and the new era, and to have records being broken, that falls into the
With-
category.
in
Hold on,
the era that
falls
we're in.
that falls into the category of Ovechkin.
In the era that we're
That
in.
falls into the category
Yep.
of Ovechkin breaking his record
Yep.
of goals, and Ovechkin's washed up. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Sorry, again,
is.
I'm not sorry, but he needs to step up and get that done.
Wow.
I'm sick of hearing Gretzky. I've met him before, and he was a
Yeah.
butthole.
Let's start talking about Ovechkin.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things where, like, I want to
Yeah.
see records broke.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see records broke. But even in today's day and age, like you're exactly saying, it's like that's kind of unheard of.
Yeah.
With, like, the pad size, goalie
Yeah,
pad size.
pad size
I
is a
could
lot
go on
different.
forever. It's
Yep.
different, It's so different.
It's a different day
It's
and
so
age
different.
for sure. Compared to
different.
what Gretzky was in, and you know what, Connor McDavid put up numbers, and that's something that people aren't thinking about.
Well, there's
You
a
know,
lot to take in.
They're like, oh well, why didn't he break Gretzky's record? Well, you know what? Let's look at what Gretzky was going against and what today's NHL looks like.
It's so different.
You got to think about those things for sure.
It's so different. So, as moving forward and educational wise, I'm glad
Yeah.
we touched on that
Yeah.
because it's a polar opposite.
Yep.
I mean, take the time.
Either way,
take
dude's
the
a
time.
beast.
Take the time to YouTube like Gretzky days in comparison to
Yeah.
where we're at now.
Yeah.
The time and space.
And
the-
if
you
you
know-
know,
you
if
know-
you're a new fan and you're trying to get into NHL hockey, and everybody's heard Wayne Gretzky, right? It's a huge name. It's not even gonna sugarcoat
I
it.
mean, he's the greatest of all time, bro.
Allegedly.
You miss 100% of the shots you ever take, right?
but yeah,
Which is true.
do some research if you're serious about looking into the NHL and how the game works and how hockey works. Do some research. There's plenty of stuff on YouTube,
just
and
check
we're
it out.
here.
No,
and
no,
you know
no,
what?
don't
Search
do-
for us.
don't do
We're here to
research.
help you.
Don't do research. Look at highlights from look
Uh,
at
well, no,
Wayne
that-
Gretzky's highlights, and then look at today's highlights.
Right.
Polar
A lot
opposite.
different. A lot different.
You're gonna notice that you can shoot from anywhere and it's
Yep.
going in.
Yep.
You don't have. They don't lift the puck back then.
Yeah.
You just shoot it low and hard. And
Now
a
it's
goal.
like they're doing
now you're
redirects
top titty and
yep.
yep,
upper
like
90s, just
upper 90s. top titty.
flipping it. Oh, my bad.
Top
That-
shelf.
Is that what
Excuse
it is?
me,
My
top
bad.
shelf. Bar down.
You know
bar
what?
down ski.
Banking it off of the goalie's helmet.
Yeah.
I don't think that
I
was
can
that
go
a
with
thing back in the day.
No.
They
Barely lifted the puck. I mean,
Exactly,
in
exactly.
regard, it is what it is.
and yeah.
But I like to see records
So
being broken.
today's day and age, hockey is just getting absolutely insane.
Phenomenal.
The skill level, you know what? It's like
It's insane.
You can't even compare it, honestly. A lot of people are like, well, it's like football and basketball combined. I'm like, no.
Yeah. And then I saw a survey.
It's on
out.
ice.
I saw a survey come out that was like boxing's way harder than hockey. And I was like,
I mean, boxing is cool. Boxing is
do me a favor, put Mike Tyson out there on the ice.
What do you say?
Mike Tyson out there on the ice, and then bring anybody out there that would look like they could box, and let's see how that goes. Yeah. I'm going with spicy tuna, baby.
Yes.
Spicy tuna versus Mike
Spicy
Tyson.
Tuna versus Mike Tyson
on the ice.
On ice.
I got Liam all day.
I love it.
Let's go, O'Brien.
And you know what? So speaking of the Stanley Cup, I saw a little update the other day. There was a dog in the arena.
You were telling me about
Somebody brought this dog. I don't know the
animal?
logistics of it. I don't know how they got it past security.
Service animal.
There was a dog. Probably, yeah, service animal. Very possibly.
Probably, highly, more than likely.
Yep.
Then yeah, I would assume.
I would assume, right? Yeah. He didn't have a vest on in the video that I saw, though.
Well, some of them don't need.
You know what? We'll put the video up of this dog. Well, it might be just a picture, but
I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet. I'm kind of curious.
It's pretty.
We talked about that vaguely.
Yeah, I think it's a golden retriever.
Oh, okay.
And he's chilling front row at Game 7 of the Stanley Cup. He's just chilling, like he's got his own seat and everything. Like,
I love that. I'm not gonna.
I love it,
and I haven't even seen it.
Yeah,
I love it.
And you know what's funny about that? So when I did the music for the Utah Grizzlies, we had a dog day where people would bring their animals, their
chuck
pets.
things on the ice or something.
Yeah, no, they would bring their pets.
I've seen,
and they would sit next to them.
Are you serious?
And it was my job to play the Lion King. So,
question.
And they would hold up their dogs like.
There's no way I'm holding mine up. I've got a Rottweiler Husky. He probably weighs more than me. I'd be like, oh, my back again.
Well, those were the funny ones on the video camera of like they would zoom in on those people struggling to do the Mufasa.
I'd have probably been like, sit down.
Right there.
Yeah, don't move. So with that being said, though, out of curiosity, before we go too far off, any dog fights?
When?
At the freaking rink, dude.
No, actually. I did play Who Let the Dogs Out.
I'm not talking about you fighting somebody. I'm talking about the dogs fighting each other.
No. I never. From where I was sitting,
they dropped the gloves on the ice. Next thing you know, the dogs are beating each other.
No, I never saw any of that. But I did play Who Let the Dogs Out? Who? And obviously that was
classic.
I just as a music guy, I just love it.
Yeah. You just know right when to know.
Yeah. And that probably won't happen at the Delta Center.
No.
So
hell no.
Experiencing that was pretty fun.
That's funny.
But that's funny. And I'm a dog lover. I love dogs. I rescue them. Anything I can do with dogs. And,
of course.
And, yeah.
Well, same page.
I'm obsessed with dogs.
Yeah. I know.
And hockey. And music.
Same.
And microphones.
Not so much. So what about spicy tuna? Liam O'Brien.
So
3-year deal. Hey.
Spicy tuna.
I'm going to tell you right now, enforcer.
And okay, so educate me.
From what
I already know what an enforcer is, but educate our audience on what is an enforcer, Destin?
So it goes deep. The roots run deep with that.
Yeah.
Basically, and they kind of understand their role. You know, like they're good hockey players. I'm not going to put it two ways. Amazing hockey players.
They can still play hockey.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like, let's say Liam Spicy Tuna is playing with like a Patrick Kane or a Crosby or a McDavid, right?
Yep.
And they get bruised, which bruising is like basically you get bodied. You got mashed, right? They're there to protect you. They are the protectors of the team. Coach might give you a tap and say, "Go get it done." Right?
And that's
the nature.
A real thing.
That's
like
the nature.
If you don't
of the
know
game.
hockey, like this is a real thing.
That's the nature of the game. And they're trying to take it away, but we're not going to allow that. That's why we're having this. That's why we're having this conversation. Exactly. But at the end of the day, they still shake hands, hug, and go. Right?
Yeah.
So don't take that away.
Yeah.
I know there was.
Don't ruin hockey.
I know there was talk of it. Yeah, we don't need any more NBA or soccer. I'm sorry.
No.
Apologies for people that might feel uncomfortable with that, but I'm not sugarcoating.
We're here to play hockey. We're here to get physical.
I
and we're
like
here to
soccer.
shake hands.
I like soccer. I play soccer with my kids all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I can still do some cool little tricks, but
I like to kick a ball.
well, in your chanclas.
My Jesus sandals.
Yeah. No, and that's good footwork for anything though. Like, and in all fairness though, like it's like you get a tap on the shoulder, you're out there to go be a bruiser.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's
he's
the
there
thing.
to protect people.
Yep.
He's there to protect.
And Liam
protect
O'Brien, spicy tuna. He's our guy.
Yep.
And that's why if you were at the Delta Center,
he got the
welcoming
crowd up.
party.
Yeah, he got the crowd up.
That's why he came
that
out.
might
And
have
he was
been-
like, "Hey, what's up, Utah?"
That might have been his freaking contract deal.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like as soon as I seen him do that, and when I was there,
I was with you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Not with you, but I was there.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know who Liam O'Brien was, but when he stepped out and got on the microphone and acted the way he did,
And got that.
I was
got
like,
that.
okay.
Yep. Got
I was
the
like,
thing.
this is our enforcer.
Well, and so
this is the guy that will throw down and drop some gloves.
in regard to that though too, it was almost one of those things where like you had heard so much speculation on things where it was basically like some of the players were so upset and disappointed.
Yeah.
And it's like you're playing in an arena that has 4,500 people. And then you come here and it's
Yeah.
just packed house
Yeah.
and then blocks,
Oh, bro.
block party, right?
He's gonna get so amped
And then
up.
he brought the
He's
vibe.
just gonna be like,
I mean, when you're chanting spicy tuna,
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of a
yeah.
big deal.
I sent him a
And
message actually
it's
the other day
huge.
from our puck drop.
Good.
At the puck drop, little plug there.
Well, we'll see him tomorrow.
And the only puck drop podcast. Yeah, we're gonna see him tomorrow. We're going to the draft party. We got a special invite because Destin is a coach, and so we got a little special invite. We're going to the draft party, and we're gonna meet, whoever we're gonna meet, and it's gonna be awesome. But
Pretty
I
excited.
sent Spicy Tuna a message. I was like, hey, bro,
We
come talk
yeah.
to us.
I wanna
come
hear
talk
it.
to
I wanna
us.
hear
We
it.
want to talk to you.
I want to hear all the
We're
stories.
we
you know?
are there's a lot of interviews and stuff going on in Utah right now. But
Oh, yeah.
you know what? Like we are bringing a little bit of a different level of
We're not
energy.
Yeah.
Right. We're younger. We're just like our players. We've
Well,
got a lot of
absolutely.
young players.
yeah.
We're young.
We're in a development.
We wanna have some fun. We may not ask you questions that your typical interview would ask you. Like we just want to get to know you, honestly.
Well, and in
So-
all fairness with that, it's not only that, but like we've got other players. It's not just strictly Utah.
Yeah.
We've got so
mean,
many variables. But right
Yeah.
now we are focused on
Yeah.
us. And
Heavily,
it's
I mean,
huge.
right now, heavily,
It's
we
us.
are focused on Utah.
Oh,
Hockey Club.
100%. It's
And
fascinating.
we will always be focused to some degree on the Utah Hockey Club.
Well,
and whatever
growing up
whatever
since-
name
I mean,
we get.
and in regard to that, like growing up since I was 3 years old here,
Yeah.
played competitive hockey. It's nice to finally see the youth hockey grow. Like it's huge, and that well deserving. And I'm super pumped and proud to be able to be even remotely involved with hockey, especially with the upbringing. And
You're
where
doing
I've
a
came
lot,
from.
like whether you know it or not.
It's
like,
been amazing. It's been awesome.
yeah.
I mean-
Youth is
But at the end of the day, too, though, like there's gonna be a team, but we want to be. You and I want to be the ones to cover all this.
Yeah.
Like we want to be able to grow and build and be
Yep.
AAA hockey, like add a youth asset to grow, like
Yeah.
just to.
And we're not
expand
just
it.
NHL. We're focused on
hockey.
we're
Everything,
just
like
hockey.
hockey for now and everything else.
Obviously, with an emphasis of Utah. Of
Yes,
Utah
Utah,
NHL,
of course,
because
and that's
it's
exactly.
such a big thing right now.
And we're more
But we want to help grow the community, right? The
course.
community of how
If it weren't for the community, in the words
Yeah.
of Ryan,
we want to be.
we want to be that upbringing.
we
on
wanna-
top of a lot of involvement with
Yeah.
the NHL, and to do this and to bring on youth hockey players with their their kids, like their parents.
Yeah. All right, so we had to take a break, and we were talking about how to pronunciate. How did you say it? We placed a bet, $5. How did you say it?
It's a Buffalo nickel, dude.
No, whatever, dude. Whatever.
Dude. Vladislav Kolyanak.
Kolyanak. That's how he thinks that this name is pronounced.
Yeah.
I'm saying Kolyakanok.
Yeah.
He was in deep thought there. $5. Either way. You know what? We got him for
What did
two.
you say? Kolyakanok?
Kolyakanok.
Kolyanak.
You said Kolyakanok.
Got to roll.
I said Kolyakanok.
Kolyanak.
All right.
Vladislav
All
Kolyanak.
right. Well, whatever.
I mean, Google it. I don't know.
This is why I'm scared to like go for the announcing job. Please welcome out Vladislav Kolyakanok. They're like, it's Kolyakanok. I'm like,
Spicy tuna.
Whoops.
I mean, Liam.
just spicy, yeah.
Liam
Let's talk about spicy tuna.
Liam O'Brien.
I mean, Liam O'Brien. Yeah.
From, where is he?
Czechoslovakia.
No.
No.
Hold on. Time out. Let's go back to Liam O'Brien.
No.
Let's go back to Liam.
We're over that.
No,
over
we're
that.
not.
No,
No, we're not.
I got something on spicy tuna. Did you know that he is a vocal, like he does vocal work for like video games,
It makes sense.
like video game. Or he's a voice actor.
I didn't know that.
He's a voice actor. I learned
He's
that
from
the
Nova
other day.
Scotia.
Yeah, apparently he does. So the more you
So,
know, you know.
Yeah. In all
He's
fairness,
he's
I want to
voice
go to
actor.
Nova Scotia.
I haven't
Liam,
looked too much into
Liam,
it, but
I'm coming for you, bro. I'm telling you right now. My beard's better. I'm taking you down.
oh, there's some comp.
Calling you out, dude.
Love it.
We got to have you on.
Okay, so other than that, we got
150 minutes.
Kolyakanok.
150 penalty minutes. Let's get real.
Yeah.
You're coming on.
We want you. We want 200.
I
this
swing.
year.
I swing up
Give
harder
us-
than I swing down, sweetheart.
Spicy tuna. We want you to get 200. I don't know
No,
if you know.
no, we
but-
don't. No, we don't. No, we don't.
No. Well,
I want-
I don't know if you know this, spicy tuna, but Utah is known for their fans, and we got banned. There was a couple of fans that got banned in Utah Jazz games for talking shit to players.
Well, that's also.
And I think it's just a Utah thing.
We're not going to go into that.
No,
because that was some.
but
mess
high
up.
energy is all I'm getting at.
Yes, we are very high.
Okay,
energy.
so our
We
other
love it,
signed
we love
players, Ben McCartney, we talked about him, 1 year, 2-way contract. 2-way contract. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
That's interesting.
2-way contract could be
Well, we've got a couple people.
a lot of different.
Maybe
things.
it's
Where are you looking that
maybe
up
it's
at?
AHL.
Is
and,
that
and
exactly
NHL.
what it was specified? Oh, 2-way contract.
It could be
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, up and down.
AHL
Yeah,
and
yeah. Yeah,
NHL.
yeah. No. I want to know more important than that because we have a lot of cap space.
Yes.
And in regard to that, like we can touch base on that
Yeah.
later. I'm thinking more of like who are we going to pick up as a veteran on D?
Yeah, we
we
that.
need veterans. We need veterans. We have a young team. We need some veterans. I'm not gonna lie. And there's
Again-
a lot of people up for trades. A lot of talented.
So
Marsh Assault.
there's a lot of speculation.
Your boy
that we got,
Marsh. Your
what's
boy
his name?
Marsh is up.
Yeah,
So-
but there's a lot of speculation that we got. What's his name from the Leafs?
Marner.
Yeah,
Please no. He's
Yeah.
not a leader.
and he's not even like how veteran is he?
Not.
I was gonna say he's not like
No. Mitch Marner.
he.
No.
I mean, he's been in the league for a minute, but he's not. He's not an old veteran that
no.
we need.
No. We need a defenseman. We
Yeah.
need somebody like structure, leader.
Yep.
I don't know. Our Tendy is all right,
Yeah.
but we're a young rebuild. That's why I went on that poll that we have done. If you check out our Facebook or any social media,
At the Puck Drop Podcast.
yep, you'll find out that we're, motivating that. But at the same time, we need some vets.
Yep.
We don't need to keep the.
We've
build.
got the talent. We just need the leadership.
Yeah.
Basically, is all we're saying.
I mean, a lot of people are saying 1 year, 2
Yeah.
years, Stanley Cup. We're not the Knights. They got a free cap.
Yeah,
agency shit, but
There's
it's-
a lot of drama around the
I
Knights
said
first year.
I said 3 to 5,
Yeah.
but I put it out. I put it down as 3.
So let's just move on here. So signed. we can just keep going on that.
Well, of course.
Our last signed player that I have at least documented is Patrick Koch. Koch.
It's Coke.
Patrick Koch. 1 year, 2-way contract, same as Ben McCartney. Look, we're gonna look up more about these guys, but from what I've seen, they are very young players.
Yeah.
They're eager. They're ready to play in the NHL. So we need to move on to some big news. Alex Mueller, owner of the Arizona Coyotes, he walked away from the name. He sold the Arizona Coyotes name to the NHL, basically. He said, you know what? I'm done. I don't want this.
You know,
and I don't blame you, bro. You suck.
He got
you pucked up.
quit pucking around.
You suck.
He pucked around and found out.
Puck around and find out, bro. You suck. Alex Mueller, you're a weirdo.
In all regard to that, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
He realized that for the umpteenth time.
Yep. Oh, yeah. He learned.
Yeah.
He learned real quick. This is not what I should be doing in life.
Yeah, and I feel bad for Arizona. I wholeheartely do. I really feel
I
bad.
do. And you know what? Again,
It's
like
one of those
we've
things.
said.
It's like, quit stealing our name.
Yep.
We might take your name.
But the interesting thing here is because Alex Mueller did that, the NHL now owns the rights to the name and
logo
of Arizona Coyotes, and they
exactly.
own basically the rights to
everything.
that NHL
Name,
team
logo, everything.
that used to be a thing.
I don't think Utah Coyotes or Coyotes or whatever,
Yeah.
however you want to
I
pronounce
don't like it.
People
I don't like it for Utah.
I don't either.
I
I
don't.
think we need a revamp.
There's plenty.
We need
I mean,
our own. We need our own.
There's plenty of Coyotes in Utah, but
Let's go Mammoth.
Mammoth. So
I can't. do
yeah,
Yeti.
So
Sorry.
with that being said, there is a possibility that the NHL could extend
I know that we're
purchasing from somebody, billionaires that want to extend that NHL name and extend that NHL
it'll
team
happen.
in Arizona.
They have 5 years. They have a 5-year deal. So
Yeah.
happen.
Well, they used to.
No, they
now.
do.
Well,
no,
now it's now because Alex Mueller
but
sold.
You'll still have expansion. It's gonna
Well,
take
yeah.
the 5
There,
years.
there's
like
something can still happen
Gary
within
Bettman's
5
not gonna-
years.
Yeah.
It can happen now.
They have to find the facility to play in.
Yeah.
And somebody will pick that up.
Yeah,
and
we're
somebody
not
will
playing in
carry
the
that
college arena.
I'm not-
Sorry.
no.
We're the NHL. We're not being treated like a redheaded stepchild
In regard to that, though,
anymore. We're over it.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a great sport.
Well,
This is
yeah.
a better sport than any of the all shit sports out there. So,
well, and I like all sports.
I
so
do
I'm
too.
not. Yeah.
but
I'm
it
not
is the
bashing
best.
anything,
It is the
but
best. It's the most skill oriented, and it's the most physical, and it's the most intense. So
it's rough.
that's what we look for in sports.
I got dapped up in beer league.
So
last
you know what? Good luck. Good luck to Arizona, and,
Yeah.
and you know what? For you
Screw
diehard
Alex.
fans, and
Screw Alex.
yeah, screw Alex. That guy sucks. And if you're hoping that you guys get a new team, man, it's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds after all of this news.
Lot to
But we'll be
unpack.
on top of it. And if you need any updates, you can obviously visit our social medias, and we'll be talking about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, good conversations today.
You got anything to hit out of the rule book?
Yeah, I do. Actually. You guys ready?
Yeah. Are you?
Broken stick.
You drop your stick immediately. Didn't we already go over that?
No, we.
Yeah, we
Okay.
did.
What does the word participate? Blah, blah, blah. A player may carry a broken stick to their player's bench only if they are in immediate vicinity of the bench.
Well, to just
that-
put it in
yeah,
there
if you're
to-
like right next to it.
Yeah, to not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of.
Well, go to a different rule. You already clicked on the damn.
We
Go
didn't
through it.
talk about this one last time. We didn't
Yes,
have
we did.
time. No, we didn't have time. We
Over
didn't.
over the broken
I
stick.
promise you, we didn't.
Well,
I've,
yeah, you
I've
can't
listened
carry
to
a broken stick.
episode 2 like 8 times.
It's like a weapon. You can't hold that.
So you can't hold it because it's like a weapon.
As soon as your stick breaks, you have to drop it.
Yep. And you can't get a new stick until a whistle blows, right?
Nope. You can totally get a new stick as long as somebody on the bench.
But you
has
got
a
to,
new one.
yeah. A lot of players don't because they're scared to like leave their position,
Well,
right?
yeah. It depends on where you're at and time and space and vicinity of area. No. Yeah.
So a little segment for Hockey for Dummies. We're just trying to educate again, and
Absolutely.
you know what? We might just for all of you guys that know hockey, we'll be better. You know, we're not going to spend 7 minutes on. No, but it is good for the growing Utah League and again and the fans and whatnot. And again, you know what? If somebody's new at hockey, support them, help them, teach them.
Again, for everybody growing up, I've gotten a lot of feedback and I've gotten a lot of hits on, kids wanting to join and everything else. Don't hesitate to reach out. I have no problem putting my info out to navigate wherever deemed fit, whether that's Salt Lake to Provo to Logan.
There's a lot of different regions.
I coach a few different youth hockey teams. Shout out to our sponsor, Hockey Stops, Corey.
Hockey Stops. Gotta shout him out.
Big time.
I mean,
like, you have no idea. Like, he's such a stud. Check out your local shop. Come down here and meet him.
Yeah.
His
support local no matter what.
Well, his price is phenomenal. Like, it's unmatched.
He can.
It's really
what services can he do? He can sharpen your.
He can fix your broken stick.
I saw that actually the other day.
It's
I saw him post that.
fascinating.
Shout out Hockey Stops.
Absolutely
We saw that.
fascinating.
He can fix your broken stick. I've got a couple actually.
Yeah,
hanging
no,
up.
it's fascinating.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of magic he's pulling, but he's pulling it hard.
Yep.
Huge shout out to Corey at Hockey Stops for sure. So appreciate you.
Thanks for tuning in. Again, we are sponsored by Hockey Stops, and we love being here, and we love your support. And we're just going to keep doing this, We're going to keep getting better and better.
Absolutely.
And
we can't give up.
I'm so passionate about this. I don't care if one person is watching. I really don't.
And Corey, you're on next. I mean,
yeah.
Here soon.
We've got big things coming for probably episode 6.
Yep.
We're going to be moving studios, and it's going to be cool. We're going to, a little more roomy for guests.
It's pretty exciting.
We've got an upgrade coming, so it's going to be pretty slick.
Absolutely exciting. Yeah. I'm not going to lie.
So plenty of guests lined up. We've got, I can't even count them all on both of my hands of how many we actually have.
Not to try to cliffhanger or anything, but yeah.
Well, we're cliffhangering the shit out of it.
It's kind of crazy.
But end of the day, we're here. We're here to help grow the community. And you know what? Hit us up for anything. We want to teach the community about hockey. We want to help people out.
Chalk talk.
I went to the dentist today and got my teeth cleaned.
Shout
out to the gal. I told her about the podcast, and she's like, "No way, are you going to be famous?" I'm like, you know what? I don't know, but that's the goal. Yeah, sure.
I'm not looking.
And she's like, "I can say I can clean your teeth," and you know what? You clean my teeth, and my teeth look great. Yeah, look at those. Got a couple chips on them, but
let me knock one out for you.
Yeah,
the puck drop.
But thanks for tuning in. This has been the Puck Drop, episode 3. We will see you in the preseason.